All right, let's break down some of these licks. This is part 2 of a lesson where we're playing over a chord progression very similar to the chord progression from Robin Ford's Help the Poor. So it's in D minor. The other main chords in this progression are A7, G7, and then we have a B flat 13. So those are the chords. 2 of these licks we're playing over D minor, the other one we're playing over the A7 and then landing on D. So let's break the first one down. This first one is over the D minor chord. Pretty straightforward. We're in this position down here. And the lick is pretty much pentatonic, so it goes like this. I'll play it through once and then we can break it down a little bit more. So that's it. And that's landing on D, or the A chord rather. So we're going from the D minor. And just let me play that lick again so you can hear that chord change happening, right? So it goes something like this. Right, we're starting on the D and we're ending on the A. So that's really the takeaway. The first part of the lick is very, working very well over the D minor chord. So we start with, right? That's really strong over the D. You got the minor third of D, you have the D itself. You're bending up to the 5th on the first note. So this first part of the lick fits really well over the D minor chord. And that last note is the A. That obviously works very well over the A chord. So break this down, the technique a little bit. So bending up. And then we're just doing a little hammer-on pull-off 6-8-6 there. So it goes. And then we go like this. That's what we got so far. And then we slide back down from the 10th fret down here. Different ways to do that, but you can do hammer-on pull-offs or you can do slides, so you can go when you're coming back down. So you can go like this. You can do a little slide up and slide back, or you can do same lick, same notes, just a slightly different sound. So and that's the lick. Again, big takeaways there. We're starting on the D, we're ending on the A7. And that's the lick. For the second lick, we're moving from A7 to back to D. So the first lick we were moving from D to A7. This is A7 back to D. So, and let me play through the lick slowly one time, and you can hear that change happening on the last note. So. So the first notes in that lick, very strong over the A. The first note right there, hammering up the 5 to 6. Listen to that note right there, that's the major third of A. And the rest of the notes are kind of in basically the A mixolydian scale. So you see the flat 7, the 6 and the flat 7. That's basically the scale, is the mixolydian scale. There's a couple passing tones that I add in there. So I have the this note, the 6th fret on the first string. So, and I actually threw in the flat 5th in there as well. So you hear this note. So a couple little passing tones that aren't in the mixolydian scale, but it's basically the mixolydian scale. In the last note, we're landing on the D note. And that's where we hear that that transfer from the A chord to the D chord, right? The A7 to the D minor. So hear that one more time. That's basically the lick. So let's break it down note by note and talk a little more about the actual notes and techniques. So first note hammering on, then we're hammering on 5/7 on the second string, sliding up to 8. 5th on the first string. So far we got. And then we have 16 16th notes in the next bar here. So it goes like this. Let's play through that again. So it's a pretty even lick. So again, we got, and then we do these 16th notes here. So kind of a, cascading, descending lick. Those notes are here. So 7, pull off 6 to 5, then 8 on the second string. So you got, the next 4 notes are 5 on the first string, and then 8, 7, 5, pull off on the second. So in that second bar so far we got. Next 4 notes are 7, 5, pull off. And then we have that flat 5th, the 8th fret on the third string. So we got. So far we got. And then the last 4 notes in the second bar we have. Pull off 8, 7, 5 on the land on the 7th on the 4th string. And then we slide up to the 7, the D note on the 3rd string. And that's it. So let's play it through one more time at a slow speed, but I think we went through all the takeaways here. We're starting the A mixolydian scale, landing in the D note. That's making that really nice change from the A7 to the D minor chord. And then we have this descending lick in the middle here. That kind of makes it really work. So that's it. Let's play through the lick one more time at a slow speed. Okay, so for this last lick, this is just a little sweep. Adds a nice little different texture instead of just, hammer-ons and pull-offs and picking. We got a little sweep. It sounds a little something like this. Really simple. The shape here is a G minor chord. So 12, 11, 10, on the first, second, and third string, third, second, and first string. The important thing when you're doing this is kind of lift your fingers up off the fretboard as you do the downstroke. So I'm doing one downstroke, right? I'm not going like this. I'm not doing alternate picking. I'm doing one downstroke. But to get that sound where you're hearing each of the notes individually, I want to make sure that I'm lifting my fingers up. If I don't do that, it's just going to sound like a chord, right? If I don't move my fingers on my left hand at all, if I just go like this, I don't want that. I want to hear all those notes individually. So I kind of go roll them on one at a time, right? And for the pick itself, when you do that, you can really dig into the note pretty hard. I don't have to hit it soft, because I'm doing all the muting with my left hand. I'm doing all the muting on those notes on my left hand. My left hand is determining when the note starts playing and when the note stops playing. I don't need to worry about doing a gentle, doing anything with my right hand to control the length of the note. That's all handled through the left hand. So really slowly. Notice really closely how I'm putting my finger on the fretboard one at a time there, and letting the finger off the fretboard as soon as I want the note to stop sounding. So that's a cool little technique. You can obviously do that in a lot of different places, in a lot of different places in the fretboard. You can do it in different shapes. So that's the A minor shape down here. So different shapes and on different strings. Right, so you can do it in different arpeggio shapes all over the fretboard on different sets of strings. Cool little trick to know. So yeah, so if you want to get good at that technique, I would practice it in different places. I would practice it in different shapes. So I would do it in major shapes. I would do minor shapes in different forms of minor shapes. So a lot of different cool stuff you can do with that. Nice little trick to master. So that's it. That's the third lick.